Let's meet the visiting team, the Minnesota Timberwolves. At small forward, Jaden McDaniels.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. Towns gets the bucket.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Edwards. Oh, Morris with a steal. Pass to Jackson. Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Russell to pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Outside Russell. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
Here's Jackson. And Gobert with a block. Edwards against George. Here's Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass. Recapturing possession so he can take it right back up.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Towns has gone 2 for 3 from the field. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Oh, George with a steal. Morris with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Here's George. Oh, they get a hand on it. Zubac passes to Jackson. George outside. Back to Jackson. Takes the 3. Knocks down the triple. Jackson's got 5 now.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging three-point threat.
Here's Russell. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside Edwards. 5 on the clock.
Walking foul called on Reggie Jackson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. The 3 on target from range. 7 points in the game.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Now here's Leonard. On the take. Zubac passes to Leonard. George against Edwards. Pass to Morris. 4 on the clock. Tries again. Misses the layup. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards, a pass to Towns. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. And stolen by Leonard. George, right side. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Outside Edwards. Oh, George with a steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. George has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
Russell finds Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's George, and the jam by George.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell for three. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
29 seconds left to play in the first. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. He's guarded by Zubac. 4 on the clock. Towns for three. Again, the miss by Towns. George against Edwards. George outside. Back to Morris. It's all tied in Los Angeles. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. The kick out to Edwards. Towns with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Russell. Here's Towns. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Right wing. Gobert finds Towns. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Left side, Russell. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home. Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Back to Jackson. Morris outside. From behind the arc. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
I like when Reggie Jackson was seeking out his teammate. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Chalk up 2 there. Gobert's got 6 points. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
And here's Russell. Here's McDaniels. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Leonard. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to George. Towns against Morris. 6 on the shot clock. George for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
Here's Edwards. Deflected. Leonard outside. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Russell finds Edwards. Now here's Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Launches it. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their 2nd winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Gobert with a screen on George. Pass to McDaniels. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
It's George on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Russell to pass to Towns. Oh, no good again that time. George against Edwards. Pass to Zubats. Kicks it to George. Back to Zubats. Tipped. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Zubats. Leonard outside. 1 second left. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Okay, Allie, appreciate it.
Your Clippers, 25. The Timberwolves, 16.
We've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got Naz Reid. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Rivers in at the 2. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Batum. Covington. Nice persistence to tip it back in. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Tremendous activity from Covington, doing whatever he can to collect additional scoring opportunities.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Left side wall. Here's Mann. Covington with it. The kick out to Wall. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. That's good from Covington on the assist by Wall. Covington's got 5 points in the quarter.
No second guessing on that shot from Robert Covington.
On the wing, Rivers. Outside, Anderson. And stolen by Covington. Here we go, one-on-one. He can't get it to go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Out to the right wing. Here's Reid. Covington grabs the board.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
From deep. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. For 3, Powell. Anderson pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Reed. Here's Prince. Powell covers. Back to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Just 3 to shoot. Rivers' shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Here's Mann.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
A minute 58 left in the third quarter. Back to Covington. Pass to Wall. Fires from deep. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Prince. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And it's the Clippers ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Left side Covington. Pass to Mann. Now here's Covington. The 3. Sinks it from distance. Covington's got 11 in the second half.
This is what Covington does. A confident three-point shooter.
Here's McLaughlin. Guarded by Batum. Here's Reed. Drops in the layup for 2. Reed's gotten his second bucket of the game.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Outside Wall. Pass to Mann. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Outside Anderson. And he gets the bucket. Anderson's got his first points of the game. And it's the Clippers ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Covington. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Ball for 3. No luck on that one. For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And here's Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Reed sets a screen. Shoots. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Terrence Mann is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Batum in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. For 3, Covington. No good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Oh, Covington with a block.
Robert Covington doing big man things tonight.
Takes the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Edwards. Takes it inside. Outside for Russell. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Second chance effort. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Oh, Covington with a block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Jackson, the pass to George. Morris outside. Back to Jackson. The three ball. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
And here's Edwards outside. Again, the miss by Edwards.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And it's powered home by Towns.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
A nice shot by Morris. And so it's Minnesota with it. Outside Edwards. Oh, George with a steal. From deep. Rebound Minnesota.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
First team.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Russell to pass to Towns. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Russell against Jackson. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Towns against Leonard. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Edwards for three. Nails it from three.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's Morris. It's blocked by Gobert.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Expanding upon this league, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Kicks it to George. From deep three-point range. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Clippers.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And what a huge performance it was for Paul George.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Morris for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Down low. And it's powered home by Towns.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here.
Oh, he didn't. Are you kidding? He hit it.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
Beyond the arc. Towns can't get that one to fall. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
And George launches it from deep. McDaniels with the rebound. Towns for three. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Ooh, it's stolen away. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. They didn't have... All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve...
history, Richard, between these two teams tonight will be another installment in this terrific rivalry.
And let me say, playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year, yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt. Let's just say it that way.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against me.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the faceoff.
A massive interview for us. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain. He draws a lot of fouls.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry. And it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Out to Brooks. Outside, Bain. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Now, here's Morant for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, George. Back to Morris. Outside for George. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And it's Morant missing.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Morris passes to Jackson. Morant with the steal. The drive by Brooks. Adams outside. Memphis moving it around. Bain kicks to Brooks. It's Morant in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Inside. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Morant.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Desmond Bain. Zubac's the pass to Leonard. George against Morant. Jackson in the corner. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
First 2.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Jackson kicks to George.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And it's George finishing it off.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Here's Morant. Adams' shot is good.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
There's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Here's Morant following the basket by Marcus Morris. Here's Jackson. Morris with the rebound.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Here's George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Morant with a wide open look. That three off the mark. It's stolen by Adams, and Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Morant. Paul George grabs the miss.
And that's why he's one of the best two-way wings out there. George will lock you down on D, and it takes a very special effort to get off a clean shot against him.
And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Grant, he goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. A three from Leonard, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now Jackson, following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep.
Okay, I see you, Josh, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
The Clippers in the lead. Right side Jackson. A three from Morris. The rebound by Steven Adams. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Here's Leonard, following the score by Memphis. Morris passes to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. It's stolen by Adams. George against Morant. Payton for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Jackson kicks to Morris. He's looking for Leonard and finds him.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
The 3 from Morant. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jackson drives in, and the dunk by Jackson.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's Leonard. Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. As a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from three. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the three-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
Here's Jackson. Steven Adams making his last shot. Morris finds Jackson. Outside for George. From outside, off the mark. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. To the middle, it's stolen by Morris. From past the arc, George missing again. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. The defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter, and they take the lead. Adams has got 6 here in this quarter.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And the Clippers call time here. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now here's Jackson. And blocked by Bain. Morant left side. Jackson dishes to Brooks. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Bain looking around. Pocket 6. There's the pass to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And Zubac with the ball. And the Clippers call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of the scoring lane here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
The Clippers trail. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. And the Clippers miss again. And oh, here we go. Brooks, nobody back. Morris with the rebound. And here's Leonard from 3. And the last second attempt doesn't. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back.
Your Clippers, 16. The Grizzlies, 18.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batuma's out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for SuperLu. Now here's Wall. Green with the rebound. Here's Conchar. He dishes it to Williams. There's the triple. That shot misses. The Clippers shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. In the corner, Powell with it. Covington against Jones. And the dunk by Covington.
Emphatic points from Covington. Dunks and threes. Baskets every team needs. That's what Robert brings to the table.
Now here's Jones. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
All passes to man. Lays it up off the glass. Mann's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Going to high school in the LA area, Zaire Williams played on a loaded team.
Yeah, of course, Zaire was a first-round pick in 2021, but he was the high school teammate of B.J. Boston, who was also selected in that draft. You throw in the sons of LeBron and D-Wade, and look, let's just say those gyms were sold out.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Covington a screen on Jones. Wall kicks to Powell. Traps in the tray. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Jones finds Green. Here's Conchard. Jones looking for an opening, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Outside Williams. Down low. Wall gets a hand on it.
A stellar all-around defender. Wall enjoys rising up and denying shooting.
Driving to the basket. Nice D from Williams. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And that one's good by Clark.
Assisted.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Jones against Wall. Kicks it to Powell. Back to Wall. Shot clock at 6.
You got to respect Wall's tenacity. This is a player who hasn't let injury slow him down. He always puts in a big effort and just pushes himself to give his all.
That's good from Wall.
At the line for 2.
And so John Wall nails both of them. And so it's Memphis with it. It's a 1-point game. Jones, the pass to Conchard.
2 minutes
Over in the corner, Williams. And there's the drive. To the left side wing. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Green. Takes the 3. Good on the three-point shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now here's Powell. Here's Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Jones in the post, covered by Wall. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Outside Williams. Back to Clark. Just 4 to shoot.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
Kicks it out to Covington. Back to Powell. Wall against Jones. Man passes to Covington. Taken away by Williams. Clark right side. He's looking for Williams and finds him.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Here's Wall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They lead by 1. And there's the feed to Green. He kicks to Williams. To the inside. Batum with the steal. Here's Man. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jones finds Williams. Now Clark on the wing. Green. Back to Clark.
Yes. Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Grizzlies up 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the and let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. On a platter.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Green. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard position. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now.
Thank you, David.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Morris with the bucket.
And dangerous in that catch-and-shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Morant against Jackson. And the officials seeking the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Into the lane. George looking over the floor. Zubac with the screen for George to take the lead. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Left side Adams. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team.
Jackson against Morant. Right side Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Good. Nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Outside, George. And the call on the shot that sends it. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is
can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
The right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Morant. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Cutting into that deficit now well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Morris outside. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. The putback and the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. And then Morant cramped it in.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Jackson passes to Leonard. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Bain finds Jackson. Back to Bain. Can't hit that one. As the Clippers taking it the other way. George with no one around. And he's good on the three ball. George has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. Now here's Morant. Bangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Massive points from Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shot.
Outside for George. Lets it go from deep. Leonard, that's for two. And here's Morris for three. Shoots it. Got it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
You can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Morant gaining the floor. Money.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drop. Wow.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good. A huge shot to tie it up.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Adams with the screen on Jackson.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on this play. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have.
reality, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in its small forward.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Towns. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He talked to me about the importance of protecting the rim, challenging opponents at the top of the jump and making it difficult for them to convert easy baskets. But to have a chance of that, they have to expend energy getting back in transition, which will help close down those driving lanes. So guys, we'll see where their energy lies throughout this game.
Thank you, David. Now, here's McDaniel. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
Here's Morant, and then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Brooks with no one around. His 3-pointers off the mark. Russell with him. Guarded now by Jackson. Russell kicks to Towns. Fires for 3. Here's Gobert. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Russell passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Jackson a screen on Russell. Morant kicks to Bain. Brooks the pass to Adams. Outside for Jackson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point lane.
Here's McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Now, here's Bain. No coverage that time.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say John Morant.
Russell finds Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunny. Now here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Russell dishes to Edwards. Back to Russell. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
So creative with the basketball in his hands. You can see D'Angelo Russell's understanding improving over time. That's nice.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Jackson misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Morant.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Russell.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Morant passes to Adams. Outside, Payne. Good if it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end from Anthony Edwards.
And that. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So on the floor for Memphis. At the forward spot, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spot, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, home in the paint. Now Morant. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. And a wide open look for Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bain's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Memphis. Russell kicks to Edwards. Back to Russell. They get it again. Out to the wing. There's McDaniel. Oh!
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Adams' shot is good.
Adams is used to scoring through contact. Make no mistake, he'll show you some strength every now and again.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Towns against Jackson. Towns in the corner. 5 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. No good from outside. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for Memphis. They trail by 1. Here's Jackson. Brooks right side. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Russell inside. Guarded by Morant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Memphis, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
That's a 2 from Towns. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. To the wing on the left. Here's McDaniels. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Shot clock at 3, and the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Morant outside to the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
McDaniels hits it from three-point range. Now it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Boy, Rudy Gobert.
Jackson in the corner. Towns with the defensive effort.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Towns. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Pass to McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Bain. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got 10 points.
Man, that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident and looking to score with the ball.
Oh, here's Edwards. Three-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brooks. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. McDaniels in the post. Towns high post. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves lead by 1. Well, thank you, David, and we'll be back after him.
21.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Clark, the kick out to Williams. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Reed. And the layup's good off the glass. Reed's got his first basket.
Well, Austin Rivers, not just a scorer. This guy will set you up if you're open.
Jones up top. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Reed gets the bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Conchar, the pass to Green. Jones gets to Green. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Green's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
To me, you've got to chase Danny Green off the line. Make this guy put it on the deck because the three-point shot is his most dangerous weapon.
Prince against Green. Here's Anderson. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Clark. The pass to Conchar. For the lead. The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. A second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And what with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Timberwolves have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers. They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Jones dishes to Clark. Reed with the block. It's Rivers on the wing. The kick out to Anderson. Beyond the arc. Anderson can't get that one to fall. Here's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They lead by 1. And the wide open shot from Green. Nailed from three-point land. Green's got 6 in the quarter.
Danny Green is one of the best catch-and-shoot players in the league. Makes it look easy.
McLaughlin, the pass to Rivers. Inside, here's Reed. It's the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D. Reed's got 6 points. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Right side, Jones. Here's Conchar. And the 3 off target. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Pass to Reed. No good on the shot. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Williams. Kicks it out to Jones. Kicked by Clark. Out left to the wing. Pass to Conchar. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Anderson against Clark. Passes it to Rivers. The kick out to Anderson. Prince, the pass to Anderson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Timberwolves gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Kyle Anderson.
And the second free throw, good. For Memphis, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Conchar, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
So credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Substitution on the court.
– 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Morant, 10 points for him. On the wing, Brooks. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Grizzlies up by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will become. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
First team foul.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Russell left side. Towns finds Edwards. Back to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Edwards. And And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Well, size and athleticism and a little bit of craftiness right there by Anthony Edwards. That up fake gets that defender committed, and the free throw line opportunity is coming.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Morant passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
McDaniels in the post. Brooks covering. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Here's Russell with the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks right side. And no good that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. Edwards with it. Now defended by Bain. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Morant outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Stolen by Brooks. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
And the Timberwolves call time. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. And we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Okay, David, much appreciated. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Adams finds Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves trail by 8. To the middle. Out to Russell. And there's the pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Bain from deep. They get it back. And stolen by Russell. They need this one. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window, and exploits it.
Morant passes to Jackson. Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. 4 on the shot clock. Out to Morant. And stolen by Russell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. There's McDaniels. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Payne for 3. It's the 3-point bomb. Payne's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Over to the left wing. Morant with a wide open look. It's the rebound. Adams finds Morant. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
To the paint, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
And Edwards with the stop.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Payne for 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Outside, Towns launches it. Here's Gobert. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
And, you know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, we'll be hearing from. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the one. Leonard kicks to George. Russell against Jackson. Shot clock at 5. And McDaniels with the block. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George. Out to Edwards. The tray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
George off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And Towns gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Jackson kicks to George. There's the 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive work.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jackson against Russell. George passes to Leonard. And George kicks to Morris. George up top. Hits it from three-point range. George has got his second basket of the night.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Edwards passes to Gobert. No good on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Outside for George. Launches a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. George has got his third basket of the night.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
And finished off by Gobert.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrate the offense, creating for others.
Jackson up top. He's guarded by Russell. A nice shot by George.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Outside Leonard. From outside the arc. And Paul George, another 3. George has got 14 points.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
And it's George finishing it off.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Takes a step back. Outside Russell. The kick out to Town. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he would like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is. Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
Jackson kicks to George. Morris passes to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Timberwolves trail by 7. Out to Edwards. This is it to go there. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Jackson against Russell. Here's Edwards. And that one hits back iron.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. Going up. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Los Angeles?
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that high.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point guard.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
Leonard dishes to Jackson. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And George kicks to Morris. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Morris has got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. An easy 2 points on the layup.
With the gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Outside Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morris. Towns with the defensive effort.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents. Cleared for takeoff.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Towns down low. Morris is there. And it's Towns missing. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Russell. Nobody here. George sinks the triple. George has got 19 points.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
Russell passes to Edwards. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. The pass to Morris. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Leonard looking over the floor. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 9. To Russell. And here is McDaniel. Has to Gobert. It's hauled in by Zubats. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Back to Morris. To the inside. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Morris. 21 points for George.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Towns against Morris. And finished off by Gobert.
and didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Zubac goes screen on Russell. And here's Morris for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Russell passes to Towns. Count it.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Outside Leonard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Zubac kicks to Leonard. Fires top of the key. Count the basket. And now a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And but look at the basket guy still shaking. Right side Jackson in the corner. George with it. With the drive. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
So slippery when he's driving the ball. Paul George makes it look easy.
Pass to Edwards. Passes it to McDaniels. He kicks it to Towns for 3. That one doesn't drop. And we've reached halftime in this one. Thanks so much, David. We'll step away briefly.
21. The Clippers, 33.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Prince. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside, Wall. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Getting to the rim, Covington has hopped when he needs it.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Not a pure shooter in the classic sense, but Rivers is a threat out there if you give him any room.
Wall passes to man. Back to Wall. Takes it out to Covington. The 3. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's McLaughlin. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The kick out to Anderson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
You love the subtle adjustments that Kyle can make. That allows him to make contested shots.
Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Now the pass to McLaughlin. Powell with the steal. Left side, Wall. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Wall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Great floor awareness. Kyle knows how to find his open teammates.
McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. And he gets it to go.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Covington kicks the wall. Kicks it out to Covington, and the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Wall.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. And here's Prince outside. Batum grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 11. Here's Mann. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Craig, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. The Clippers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line this one.
Shooting for LA.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Now Rivers dishes it to Prince. Back to Rivers. Fires the three. Connects from three-point range. Rivers has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Timberwolves. Now here's Wall. Defense right on him. 1:22 left to play here in the third.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Prince, the pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. McLaughlin, no good. Clippers leading by 12. Outside, Covington. Traps in the tray. Covington's got 5 points now this quarter.
No second guessing on that shot from Robert Covington.
Knocked loose, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession. Here's McLaughlin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Anderson against Wall.
Nice defense by Robert Covington. He has the classic 3-and-D skill set.
Powell with the bounce pass. Stolen by Rivers. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Anderson kicks to Reed. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Anderson has it in the corner. A floater. Good D by Covington. It's Powell on the wing. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back.
Boy, he's focused. Rivers has the intensity and size to defend at a high level.
And so it's locked. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Teron Lu's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum. And it's Mann in at the 3 slot. Towns with the steal. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. Now let's take a moment so we get your guys' take on the scoring so for the Clippers.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Finds Edwards. George with the bucket. George has got 25 points.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Russell left side. Shot clock at 6. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Jackson passes to Morris. Lets the 3 fly. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Russell. Back to Towns. Outside Russell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And Edwards drops them both. Clippers leading by 8. And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's a player's lead, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to SuperLu's huddle. He said, I love how we're shooting basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And here's George for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Russell kicks to Towns. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Clippers on defense. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Stolen by George.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
On the wing, Morris. Defended by Towns. Leonard with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Towns. To McDaniel. Outside, Towns. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Zubac. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
A 3 from Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
Out to Russell, over Jackson. And nothing but hair on that one.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
The shot by George, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. From the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Morris outside. That shot is off. Nice D from Russell. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for George.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Gobert Russell finds Gobert, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
A ferocious presence on the boards. Most nights, Gobert has more rebounds than points.
A free throw drops for Gobert. 32 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Jackson up top. He's guarded by Russell. The three from George. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
Jackson looking it over. And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was a hard-fought. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith.
And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now here's Jackson for three. George nails it from beyond the arc. And looking at both of these teams, Richard, both great passing squads. Two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
Yeah, it's a beautiful brand of ball, for sure. Just a joy to watch. Here's Jackson, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. He kicks it to George. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Jackson, left side. Back to Morris. Pass to Zubac. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Bain. Now Brooks. Leonard defending. Over to the wing. Morant finds Adams. Jackson outside. Back to Adams. Goes back up. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Pass to Morris. Here's Leonard. Kicks it to George. Jacks up a three. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You gladly take those.
And so here are the Clippers. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Leonard passes to Morris. Moran against Jackson. George for three. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. George has got his second basket of the night. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon. He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Moran against Jackson. Moran, pass to Bain. From downtown. The shot misses. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to Morris. Zubac's high post. Jackson outside. It's George on the wing. The three is up. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis trailing here. Here's Moran. And here's Bain. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. And no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Morris passes to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Here's Morris. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Steven Adams.
Man, good whistle there.
Both free throws good from Morris. 52 seconds left in the first quarter here. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And it's Jackson on the take. Moran finds Brooks. Good. And the setup by Moran.
He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Jackson, pass to Zubac. Pass to George. It's rebounded by Memphis.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish it tight. That's a miss they can live with.
To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Moran. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Morant's gotten his second bucket.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Grizzlies out in front.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies. And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard, wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point guard.
Smart defense from Morant, wreaking havoc with his activity, coming up with the steal.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Morris for 3. They get it again. Here's Zubac. There's Jackson with the 3. Drills it from deep. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Morant against Jackson. And the basket is good. Morant's got 6. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Memphis leading. On the wing, Brooks. George defending. Pass to Morant. 4-3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries. A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Jackson against Morant. Blocked! And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And here's Bane. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Clock at 4. Three-pointer, Brooks. Can't hit that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Jackson outside. Zubac with a screen on Adams. Jackson, the pass to Zubac. Morris outside. Back to Jackson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or two ahead of the defense.
Reggie Jackson taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. For Memphis, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Morant against Jackson. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
Inside, Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
Now here's George. Give him 8 points now.
Hey, it takes a lot of confidence and ability to pull off that reverse.
Hey, from anyone else, it'd be shocking. But this guy, he's got it. He's that talented. Morant against Jackson. Payne, the pass to Brooks. Outside for Morant. Pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Shot from the top of the key. Now here's Leonard. Hangs in the air. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist of the night. Jackson against Morant. Ooh, Morris with a steal. And here's the fast break. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's now just a 1-point Memphis lead.
Yeah, smart about picking his spots. That time, Leonard senses opportunity and flies up the floor.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Now here's Jackson. Denied by Morant.
Bring it on D. Morant with the swat.
Jackson, right side. Back to Payne. Jackson, pass to Adams. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Morris outside. Pass to George. Leonard on the wing. Brooks defending. And Kawhi Leonard gets the 3. Leonard's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
From deep, Morant. And we're through the first half of play here in Los
27. Hey, get ready for the double lucky.
Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Danny Green. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins.
The speed John Wall plays the game has always been the thing that sets him apart. And even as he's pushing the tempo, he just stays in control.
Los Angeles has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Outside Wall. Pass to Covington. To the paint. Here's Mann. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Well, you talk about Wall's speed, Richard. There aren't too many players quicker to start the break than him.
He loves to get out and run. If Wall has a chance to push it and catch the D off balance, he'll do it. Just the kind of mindset you want at the point.
Now here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Gets the 3 to fall.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Timeout called. Memphis. And the Grizzlies with possession here. 6-point game. Jones in the post. Wall covering. Williams passes to Green. 6 to shoot. Right wing. Clark finds Williams. Looking to end the run. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. To the inside, Batum. Pass to Wall. It's Covington on the wing. Three-pointer, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Green. Williams has gotten his first points in this one. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Wall against Jones. Now here's Wall. Defense is right there. Uses the glass on the layup.
Assertive play by Wall inside. Pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Jones, the pass to Clark. And a nice finish on the layup. Clark's got his first points of the night.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Jones against Wall. Pass to Covington. Powell outside. And Powell with the stuff.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Jones in the post. Wall covering. A minute 39 left in the third quarter. And the basket by Clark.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
The Clippers have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Outside Wall. It's Covington on the wing. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Conchar. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Jones grabs the board. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Conchar. Powell covers. Williams on the wing. And he's going to the line for 2. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA
The previous play is under
policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
No good on that one. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Steven Adams checked in for Clark. Dylan Brooks comes in for Green. Bain, he's checked in for Conchar. And it's Morant in for Jones. Second free throw, no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Wall, no good. Memphis trailing here. Brooks outside. Pass to Bain. Outside Morant. Adams a screen. Now Morant. Outside for Brooks. Up in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here are the Grizzlies now. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Count it.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Jackson against Morant. Jackson, pass to George. Down low. Here's Zubats. And the layup is good. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Yeah, really nice feel from George. Making the correct decision in a two-man game.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, Ken.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Leonard outside. Zubats with a screen on Brooks. Leonard passes to Zubac. Count the basket. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Outside Bain. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 6 assists here tonight.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
The kick out to Morris. There's the triple. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Morant. Into the lane. Over Jackson. Morant, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard finds some space. And again, it's the Clippers.
Over the years, we've seen Leonard add different things to his game. Now, an offensive machine.
Timeout called. Memphis. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He got his squad fired up, saying, quote, now it's our time. If we want to take over this game, here is the moment. His guys look ready to deliver. We'll see.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Brooks. Pass to Adams. Inside. It's stolen by Leonard. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation.
Second personal foul. Second team.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And another miss by Memphis.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
George passes to Morris. Out to Leonard. Let's go with a 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. They need this. Here's Adams. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 7 assists in the game.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Now here's Jackson. George outside. Morris passes to George. Here's Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard for 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
With confidence in his shot, Kawhi doesn't think twice from there. Just fires with conviction.
Pass to Bain. Jackson with it. Guarded now by George. It's stolen by Leonard. Zubac passes to Jackson. Now here's George. Jackson outside. Over Brooks. Jackson can't get it to go.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Here's Jackson. The Grizzlies making their last shot. George, a deep 3. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
And the Clippers have possession. The Grizzlies making their last shot.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
And it's Brooks missing.
And sometimes on defense, people just get lucky.
Offensive board. Adams. Another shot. Tries yet again. Oh, he nails it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Jackson, the pass to George. And stolen by Morant.
It's all about getting a three right here.
We'll see what they draw up. 3 is a must.
Memphis calls timeout. They trail by 3. There's 6 seconds left to play in the fourth. On the wing, Bain. Oh, George with a steal. Lets it fly. The free throw drops for Leonard.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. Hello and welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Memphis Grizzlies in this one. Ooh, we should be in for a show tonight, Doris. The amount of athleticism on the floor is unbelievable.
The speed alone can capture your imagination. We're going to see a ton of transition opportunities, and boy, we should see some high-flying dunks.
And to look at Minnesota's opening lineup, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. Pass to Towns from outside the arc. The offensive rebound. Gobert no good. Jackson outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Finishing through contact. Jackson showing why a 6'11" guy with real shooting ability is so dangerous.
Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
It's both from the stripe. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, BA, because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And here's Russell. Towns a screen on Morant. Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Towns against Morant. Towns down low. And he gets it to go.
It's not just the scoring productivity that makes Karl Anthony Towns great. It's his willingness to mix it up and rebound the basketball.
Adams with a screen on Russell. Pass to Jackson. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Russell to pass to Towns. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, you think about the resurgence of Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his third All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and considering the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the second time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them. Russell with the ball. Pass to Gobert. And they double up Gobert. And it's going to be a 3-second call. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Russell against Morant. Driving to the basket. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Oh, misses the dunk. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
From deep, Bain. Towns with a rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
You can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, BA, ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Edwards finds Russell outside McDaniels. And it's rejected. And he recovers it. That one falls. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Outside Morant. He takes it in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Now that's how you power it home.
Aggressive to the rim and a thunder finish. Here's Morant. Rebound Minnesota.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Pass to Towns. From behind the arc. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. On the wing, Bain. Here's Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Russell against Morant. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 2. Let's take.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Memphis leading. Jackson on the wing. Back to Morant. Pass to Adams. Good, and the setup by Morant. Adams has got his second basket of the game.
Well, you can't do anything more defensively to stop Steven Adams. This guy is growing into a solid interior threat.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Launches it. That one no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Adams with the ball. Stolen by Russell. Gobert finds Edwards. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Towns passes to McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Excellent D there from Morant.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Adams inside. Defended by Gobert. Pass to Morant. Second chance shot. Now here's Adams. Misses from close range. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint. Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
And the dunk by Jackson.
Just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Now, he's not just trying to score. He's trying to embarrass someone. Right side McDaniels. There's the 3. And it's Bain with the rebound. Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
Russell into the lane. McDaniels from long range. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Morant against Russell. Brooks from outside. And a great assist by Morant as Adams goes. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Now McDaniels. Lets it go from deep. Adams grabs the miss.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Puts up a 3. He's off on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Towns finds McDaniels. Outside Edwards. To end the run. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Moran against Russell. Moran, the pass to Bain. Brooks from outside. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Towns for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Jackson. Jumps up, and the dunk by Jackson.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out.
Dylan Brooks, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. More 2K action. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Look at Dylan Brooks. What a contribution.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Nas Reed, Jordan McLaughlin out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Torian Prince, and it's Anderson in at the 4. Missed inside. The Timberwolves shooting only 31% in the game. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
To the middle, and stolen by Williams. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Deflects the pass, and stolen by Clark. Here's Jones. And Williams punches it home.
The big guy attacking the rim. Throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
And Minnesota calls time here. Here's McLaughlin. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Reed for 3. Williams grabs the board. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Green against Reed from deep. That shot is off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Outside Anderson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Pass to Prince. Back to Rivers.
Well, this guy has a reputation for being a lockdown defender. Danny Green takes great pride in making it hard on the offense.
Clark finds Williams, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Pass to Reed. Buries it down low.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Here's Conchar. For three. Prince grabs the miss. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Reed. Clark covers. Here's Prince. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Rivers. Misses off the left iron. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Conchar. A minute and a half left in the third. Back to Rivers. Here's the three. Drains the triple.
But just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done.
Outside, Williams. Here's Clark. Pass to Conchar. From the arc. Buries it from 3. Conchar's got 5 points in the quarter.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's Prince from deep. Jones grabs the board. On the wing, Conchar. Williams passes to Clark. Stolen by Reed. Here's Rivers. Williams defending. Anderson gets the bucket. Anderson's got his first 2 points of the night.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
There's 25 seconds left in the third. On the wing, Conchar. Williams against Anderson. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Substitution on the court.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Moran against Russell. Jackson for 3. Good. And the setup by Moran. Moran's got 4 assists in the game.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies leading by 17 at the end. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Russell finds Towns. Launches a 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Payne, the pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
McDaniels against Brooks. Back to Daniels. Pass to Towns. Now Gobert. Just 4 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
Making plays at both ends of the floor. And it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Their offense has been unstoppable. Just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
All right, tonight we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jaren Jackson.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Boy, we witnessed something special from him, and this crowd will remember it. When a player raises his game to this level, it earns him a lot of new fans. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Brooks left side. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost
Oh, hey, how about that?
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Pass to Brooks. Fires the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
And here's Adams. Outside Bain. Over Edwards. And too long on the shot. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Gobert. Oh, stolen by Morant. Bain with it. Fires for three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Russell to pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. The three is up. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Grizzlies.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Dillon Brooks.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Good on the second one. And he can't make it 3 for 3.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Outside Edwards. Oh, Brooks with the steal. There's Jackson with the three. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Outside for Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gobert. And finally they hit one.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert shoots such an outstanding percentage. He consistently knows what shots to take.
Now Brooks. McDaniels covering. Now here's Brooks. And gets it to fall. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching.